We brought in the Bytes festivals to bring in some variety, and since that's happened we've had parents bring their kids here not because they wanted to come here but because they wanted their kids to experience something. It's giving people the chance to use technology they may not, one, have seen, two, had experience with, or three, even know exists.
We go to a lot of effort to make even quite complex things accessible to people. That is the whole point of what we're trying to do here. We're trying to introduce some relatively complicated topics but in a very straightforward manner. Everyone grew up with Lego. It's in the world's DNA now, really, isn't it, almost? And you can talk about Lego and everyone knows what you're talking about. The Lego Mindstorm sets are the robotic version of Lego. It extends the building infrastructure of Lego into a new direction, allowing people to sit there and build autonomous devices, either be robots or any sort of contraption they like, and program it in a real programming environment. It's generally, a lot of this sort of stuff is out of reach for most people, and it allows them to sit there and come in and actually have a play with this stuff. And we sit there and explain to them how all the robots work and give them an opportunity to sit there and get hands-on with them. And if all they want to do is sit there and just play and just experiment with them, that's fine. But we then give them the opportunity to have a go at building these robots for themselves. And ideally, they sit there and construct a robot of their own design and do the programming.
There was one machine that was able to sort the bricks. Red, blue, yellow and green. I like the Rubik's Cube machine. You could model up the Rubik's Cube and then it solved it for you.
These technological toys, as some people might call them, are extremely good educational things because the best way to learn is to have fun. So by implementing things like the Lego EV3 or the Raspberry Pis or Minecraft in creative and imaginative ways, you're allowing children to start to see that there's more than just a passive absorbing of technology. You can now start to do something with it.
The other activity that I did was a week's worth of special effects, and we used a product called Blender, which is a free 3D animation package. And one of the features that most people don't realise that Blender can do is camera tracking. And so we set up a small studio in here. We would film them either waving a wand or the handle of a lightsaber around, and we had some tracking points on the handle of the lightsaber. But we also did the green screening as well, and put them into a spaceship corridor. And we showed them how to sit there and do the tracking in Blender, and then how to sit there and construct a small, it's about 10-12 second film for themselves. And it really just showed how all the technology for this worked and how they could sit there and do it themselves. They could take it away. I mean, again, that's another important thing we always try to do for everything we do here. We try to, so when people walk out of the room, they've accomplished something in that time, whether it's building a Lego model or the special effects that we did.
And you could see the kids thinking. You could always see the gears working in their head, and the parents are looking at them going, oh, I haven't seen this in a while. So now the kids get inspired by this, they go home, they want to achieve more. I've had the parents leaving from the filming that we did with the special effects, and they were absolutely blown away that this could be done with free stuff. So that's our intention here with the Bytes festivals, with the education side of things, with these exhibits we have, is to break the mold that says it's an iPad, it's an iPhone. Text, play games, thank you very much, goodbye.
We do get a lot of repeat custom, and there's quite a few faces that say, oh, you're here again, and they want to come back and have a go at different models and things like that. Or sometimes they come here and they don't realise that there's so much to do. So they have a go, they'll do that a couple of hours and they'll come back again. So I like to think we're doing something right.